options also. Yeah, other options better hai kya? So around the Flutter we will check. Okay, and the last one we'll check like how we can continue the Flutter, like learning curve. What is the application scope? Is there any application in the market who have a reputed organization using the Flutter or not? And is there any resources to learn and continue with the same? Okay. So first thing, uh, basically, if you all are student, na, you are in a second year or third year. When we are in a second year, third year, we don't have even we don't know the Android one. Is there is an Android mobile is so far away from us, but even we don't know the Android itself. Okay, but in recent 10 year, let's say when I pass out in 2011 to 2021, if you consider this the decade one, okay, so evaluation of a mobile devices is a huge one. What is the evaluation of a mobile devices? It's not just the upgrading the RAM and that. I'm talking about the functionality, usability, and adoption of the mobile application. If you check the trend, it is the huge one. More than 400% of the mobile devices increase in the last decade. Okay, so with the increasing of the mobile devices, their application also needed every businesses. So every business want their application to be on the Android. Before that, every business want their website, their web presence, because before that, web is the only one accessible over the internet. It was mobile devices and other things are not that much. Adoption was not that huge. User base was not that huge. Everyone go to the computer and they use website one. But as mobile increases, application also increases, application consumption increases, and their requirement also increases. Okay, so this is the in last 10 years, if you consider this, then we can say currently we have a mobile trend. Okay, uh, in my past 2 3 of experience, I realized that people nowadays people are not asking for the website one, they're asking their own application. Okay, though they have 100 customer, 200 customers, still they want their application, because application uses for their customer is a easy one rather than the website one. That's why everyone wants application. So why I'm saying all this, because if everyone wants application, if everyone have a mobile devices, so everyone want application, everyone want application, that means developer needed that much of frequency. If you check the trend in any website like Stack Overflow and directly Google, you will see how mobile development trend and mobile developer trend has been increased over the time period. Okay, if you break this 10 year in a two parts, 5 year of first 5 year and the last 5 year, so in fact last 5 year having the huge increase of this. Okay, there are numerous factor for that, just ignore that one. Like we are having a huge internet connectivity right now. Before 10 year we don't have that much, so that factor affects this trend. Even mobile devices are that much cheaper, and huge variety is available. When I was in engineering, I have only one option, that means either LG or Samsung or Nokia we can have. But nowadays there are so many brands having a variety of applications as well. So moral of the story, in last 10 year, mobile application trend has been increased, and it's now trending, we can say platform, or we can say area in software development also. We will see our focus only on the software development, where we can have a major benefit. Okay, so we can conclude this. Currently we have mobile trend, and that's why we have to go, or we have to think about the mobile development trend as well. Okay, uh, so in 2011 or before that, also having the Android OS or other OS also at that time, that Microsoft Windows OS is also there. So and consumption is less if you consider today's consumption. So at that time, developer is also a less one, and every developer having their own what we can say area of expertise. Okay, So before that, for the Android one, you need to learn, let's say Java and native Android to have an Android application or to have an Android developer. Okay, so that was the restriction over there. Okay, now if you learn that one, so you will be the purely only Android developer, Android mobile developer, and you can only develop a mobile application for the Android. Same one for the iOS. When iOS launched in 2006-7 around, they also have come with their own operating system. Okay, they will come with their own operating system, their own application environment, and they started their own language, which is a Swift and C hash. Okay, so if you want to be the C hash developer or iOS developer, you need to learn that ecosystem. And again, you will having a just a moment. You need to learn iOS ecosystem, and you become only iOS developer. Okay, the same for the BlackBerry also, same for the Windows also. But in recent time, in every OS, devices has been increased. Android having a multiple device, iOS having a multiple device. So every business need has been increased. Like they need now application on the both devices for the Android also and iOS also. Now this increases the problem for the developer, problem for the companies also. What problem? They need to maintain two developer, one for the Android, one for the iOS, if you consider Android and iOS only. Okay, so which lead to the multiple problem when you go to the when you learn mobile and multiple device operating system, then you will understand what is the issue over there. But still, you need to maintain two developer, which increase the cost of the companies. In short, okay. Then people think about, is there any solution we can build to have a single code base for the two operating system? And let's say around 2011-12, there are few technologies come in the market, which is the Cordova, PhoneGap, Ionic, these are, and they are pretty much famous at that time. Okay, they have their own architecture, like having a web-based application and creating it as an Android application and creating as a iOS application. But for that movement, for instance, problem has been solved. We can have a single code base and we can build a two application from the same code base. Okay, but over the time, increase again, need again increased one. Okay, and their technology is having their own limitations because they are not native. Okay, and then 2015 and 2017, Google come up with the all new framework, all new ecosystem called as a Dart and Flutter. And all other technology except Flutter, let's say Flutter and Dart SDK, if you keep one side as a Dart and other technology other one, they have a single basic difference. Okay, all other technologies are a web-based one. They have a bridge to create the web to create a native application, but still they are a web one. So their performance, their native integration having a huge problem for larger applications. So that, considering that, Google come with the whole new framework, whole new ecosystem, and they called it as a Dart. They come with the even language as a new. Okay, all these technologies are built, other hybrid one technology built on the CSS, HTML, JavaScript, which are the well-known technologies. But Google built new technology, Dart. They come with the SDK for the mobile one, which is the Flutter. In quick time, Flutter is a very famous because they come up with the new technology, and that leads to be almost native experience. Okay, which is the core USP of the Flutter. Other technology is lacking over there. That's why when we go to the business application, so many people don't trust on the Ionic and other hybrid framework. Okay, but as Flutter come into the market, then people evolved it, people checked it, yes, it's working fine. Then everyone go for the Flutter, and in just a 5-year of time period, is the huge what we can say hot technology in the market.
Sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Huh?
One doubt, sir.
Yes, Sam.
Which is better to develop applications, whether Flutter or HTML5 app development? I mean Cordova.
Okay, we'll have a Q&A session. Still, just listen a few things because this your question will answer immediately.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So other technology use the code and phone gap, and they have HTML CSS, but Flutter don't use the HTML CSS. They have their own language called as a Dart. Okay, Flutter is a not the language. Clearly understood this. Flutter is a SDK which is built in a Dart. First thing. Second thing, anything we wrote in a Flutter is based on the Dart. In short, we can say that it's a Dart language directly. Okay, they call it as a Flutter because it's the SDK one, which is specifically for the specific purpose only. Okay, Dart having the multiple application as well. Dart used for the writing the APIs as well, which is not a famous one, but Dart is also famous because of the Flutter one. So consider this: if you want to learn Flutter, Flutter is nothing but the Dart. So you have to understand the Dart completely, Dart technology, Dart language, we can say completely. Then you can easily understand the Flutter. In short, I can say if you learn the Dart, you'll understand the Flutter directly because both are the same technology because both one is the same one. Okay, so that's the background of the Flutter, and then that's why Flutter is a very famous because as per the architecture of the framework, it compiled to the native one, which is the similar to the, let's say, your iOS, what we can say, iOS code and Android code. Okay, I am working on the Flutter, let's say last 4 or 5 years. Then I work on the Ionic also. Then easily I can understand the difference in both. Few benefit which is not immediately you will require, but over the time when you become a good Flutter developer, you will understand it is very easy to write a native code also in a Flutter rather than other technology. What I'm saying native means there are few things which you need to you will having a native SDKs like payment gateway or might be have a third party SDK they have built in a native Android, and you want that functionality in your app. Okay, if you consider the other technology and this one, it's very easy
Sir,
to write a code in a to integrate in a Dart one. Why?
sir,
Mm-hmm.
so sorry for the disturbance and small information.
Mm-hmm.
You have told about Flutter and Cordova, Ionic,
Mm-hmm.
etc. In IBM also, they have introduced a new framework as IBM Work, like used to build with a web program, it's just HTML, CSS, like Cordova.
Mm-hmm. See, I've been having simple policies. They never expose their framework, their own technology. They use for their own only. Even so many great organization use third-party servers like AWS or other services. But IBM was the only technology, only company who use their own servers. They have their own what we can say rules and regulation, and they follow it likewise. They don't use any third party thing. They have their own ecosystem, they have their own technologies inside the company, and they use for them only. They don't want to expose, so possibly they have something like that also. Along with this, Facebook also come up with the React. Okay, React Native, which is a much better than other technologies like HTML, CSS, and Ionic one. React is I think a better one option, but not better than Flutter. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we pursue our whole career using only Flutter?
Guys, I have a request for everyone. Please keep your questions at the end. We will cover all your doubts at the end of the session. Please don't interrupt the speaker.
Okay, we will have that Q&A section. So keep your questions ready with you. We'll discuss everything. Okay, so adoption with this Flutter. technology is a huge one. If you Google it, you can see the bigger application also built in a Flutter now. Okay, it's a Google framework, so definitely Google will start using for their all application. That's a pretty much similar way. Okay, just like the Facebook also, they have React, so they build their application in React. Okay, so ignore Google because Google Pay, then Google Ads, almost all built in a Flutter, and they are migrating all their application to the Flutter itself. So apart from that also, there are so many other companies who have a reputation also. They are start using Flutter. One of them is a new bank, okay, which is a foreign bank, not in India. They also started using Flutter. Why I am mentioning that bank? Because bank is the one company who analyze the any technology most, because they need a security aspect, they need a compatibility aspect. Their customer are from any operating system, like they will having a Android 5 to Android 12 range of customer. So if bank are using this, that means you can see that there are so many people who are trusting on the Flutter. Also, your famous one, Dream 11, is also built on a Flutter. Dream 11 is completely built in a Flutter. So Crade having a some portion in a Flutter one also. So there are in India also there are so many bigger companies who are adopting the Flutter. Okay, so the moral of the story, we can trust on the Flutter. We can continue with the Flutter because it's a easy to learn also. Okay, if you continue with the last point, like what how we can start getting started with the Flutter. Okay, if you are in any background, like if you having the HTML CSS also, or web background, or you are having a core Android background, or you are having a core iOS background, still you can continue with the Flutter, because it's not a rightly said, but so many syntax of the Flutter is just like the your JavaScript and your C language. Okay, and both languages are, let's say, computer background having that knowledge. First thing, so it is easy to adopt the this new technology as well, because their syntax are inherited from there. Their syntax are based something like that. I'm not saying that everything is like that. Okay, but if you understand that languages, you can also understand this. Okay, in other word also, just like Java, if you know the web, if you know the C also, you cannot understand Java. It need that much of hard work to understand that language. But over here, we'll have that much of simplicity over here. Okay, and one of the most important feature I possibly miss over here, Flutter is a cross-platform. Okay, that means you can run on any operating system of laptop. Like you can run on Mac, you can run on the Windows, you can run on the Linux also. Okay, same code. There is no huge configuration required or huge system required. And if you change the OS, you don't need to do anything bigger over here. Just need to be set up the SDK path, and you are ready to go. Plus, Flutter is not just in recent update. Flutter is not just for the mobile only now. They are come up with the web also. So same code base, you can build it for the Android, you can build it for the iOS, you can build it for the web also. But personally, I don't feel enough confident on the website, but still we can build the web version also. Also, they are come up with latest version. They are come up with the native application development also. You can build the Windows application with the Flutter also. Also, you can build the Mac application as well. So they have come with the whole ecosystem. You can build any application with a single code base. That was the best part of the this technology as well. So it's a cross-platform. It's a and in both sides, like development side, it's a cross-platform. You can build on the iOS, Android, Windows, Android, and Linux also. And same code base you can build for the multiple ecosystem also, like for the Android, iOS, Linux, Mac, Windows, everywhere. Okay, and also we have seen that there are so many master players also who are using Flutter. Even some forex player also you are using Flutter right now, because they also having the some security compliances at their end. They are using it. That means it we can say that it that much of secure and that much of what we can say confident one also. If you want to start learning, there are so many resources over there. There is a huge developer community right now. Before 2 year or 3 year, that was not that much of huge community, but still Flutter come up with the day one, they come up with the best documentation, because I am using Flutter from when Flutter itself is in a beta. So they are coming with the huge proper documentation where so many technologies lacking over there. Okay, so if you start learning, you can have a best documentation over there. You can have a huge developer community as well. uh, there are so many YouTube videos everywhere. You can have resources for the learning purpose. Okay, so that was the bottom line of our let's say session. If you are come with the thinking that we will having a coding session, so I'm really sorry, that was not possible in any 2 hour session. Okay, first thing. Second thing, before learning any technology, you must have your own analysis. Like, it is okay to us, it is easy to learn to us, it is, can we adapt this technology? This all question you have to understand first. Okay, so my purpose to have this session to everyone is that you just having the let's say little introduction of the Flutter, so that you can inspire, you can go to the Google, you can check out that yes, this is okay, we can learn this, and we can have a good career option also here. Okay, in terms of the career, you are all in a second year, you will have a super prime time. Okay, to learn any technology. I'm not talking about this, but any technology. You should have one technology. Consider mobile or web only, because both are in trending in any, let's say next 10 year. We can see mobile technology will be huge uptrend in all aspect, like development, in all other aspect also. Okay, so if you are a third year, final year, till final year, you still have to learn this technology or any technology. Learn it, master it, give it to the 6 month, so that you can understand every aspect of the technology and you can come up with a good confident developer. Okay, so learning is a must. So purpose of this session is only this: you should have a outline, you should have a understanding of the Flutter and its applications. Then you analyze your own potential, your own, what we can say, area of interest, and then you'll choose you should learn this or not. Okay, having a direct coding session, it will take let's say 15 to 20 minutes to show one running application. That won't help you. First, you have your own analysis. Should we go with this technology? Is it okay to us? Okay, then you should start learning over here, and it will take, believe me, it will take 6 months to master any technology, minimum 6 months. Though I am a 10 year or 11 year of experience, still I need to master any technology. I will need 3 to 6 months to understand that technology, to hands on that technology. As a student, you also need to give that much of time to any technology learn, and then you can tag yourself as a developer. That's it. So next 20 minutes we can have a Q&A session. Okay. You can drop a question in a chat so that Madhusudan can quickly pick up one, and we'll discuss on that.
Yes, guys, put your questions in the chat box. Or you can unmute yourself and ask your doubts.
Okay, the recent one is a Sham one. Hybrid app development is also known as a HTML5 app development. No. Hybrid means the single code base having a single code base can be built for the multiple OSs. That was the meaning of the hybrid one. Okay, and HTML5 is what we can say, one of the platform where we can build a hybrid application. Flutter is also called as a hybrid app development platform.
Sir, but what is meant by cross-platform development?
Cross-platform development means you can develop as a developer, you can develop your application on any operating system. Okay, there are, let's say, if you consider the .NET need to be developed on Windows only. Okay, I never see any developer who are using a Mac and developing a .NET. I don't know .NET is compatible with the Mac or also not. Okay, so .NET we cannot say it's a cross-platform. Java possibly we can develop on the Mac, obviously on Mac, and this Windows also. That is also
Flutter is a cross-platform.
Sorry.
Flutter is a cross-platform.
Yes, Flutter is a cross-platform. You can develop on any OS.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh.
Sir, can we pursue our whole career as a Flutter developer?
110%. There are huge demand in a market for the Flutter developer, because myself having a multiple requirement in every month. So because every company,
Yes, sir.
starting adopting Flutter. Even so many, I have seen so many banking side also adopting Flutter. Like Kotak also, they have their own trading platform on Flutter. Because I know I'm working in the industry from more than 10 years. I know the pain of maintaining two code base, pain of maintaining technology like Ionic and that. I also have an application on Ionic. I know the pain of Ionic. It's a worst technology. You cannot go after the certain limit. You can have a basic application in Ionic, but after that, it's a huge problem. If any business application you are going with the Ionic, it's a huge problem.
Sir, as a Flutter developer, what backend should we choose? Sir, Firebase or custom backends?
See, backend is other guy and Flutter is other guy. You cannot have a both technology at once. So, to answer to your question, company have their own backend and they have their own technology. Some people have a Spring Boot, some people have Node.js, some people have .NET. Okay, as a Flutter developer, and nowadays everyone using the JSON for the data transmission. So for a Flutter developer, it's okay. No issue. Any backend we are compatible. We just need APIs to integrate with the data transmission.
Here we can also go for custom backend and
Sorry?
Sir, actually I mean full stack Flutter development.
For now, there is no such concept for the full stack development. For the Flutter only. Okay. Full stack developer concept came in a mind or came in a picture when there is a web development. Okay, because Flutter, focus of the Flutter and major application of Flutter is for the mobile only, and mobile is a altogether separate platform or separate concept, we can say. Web and other technologies, we can say having some correlation or is it having the bonding. But for the Flutter, you will never see a developer who is having a Flutter and full stack in his name as a tag. Flutter developer is the only Flutter developer.
Yes, sir.
But one thing you can see here, with Flutter developer, you can have a native experience, which is add a good add-on in your portfolio. Like you will have a iOS experience also, you will have a native Android experience also, that can add a better in your resume or in your career.
So one question. What is the difference between an emulator and a simulator?
Android call it as an emulator and iOS call it as a simulator. That's it. There is no difference. Both are the same one. It's a what we can say a virtual device. That's it. iOS always come with their own nomenclature.
Oh, okay, sir. Which is the best emulator, sir?
Doesn't matter. For the iOS, you only need a simulator. And for the Android, you can only need an emulator. You cannot run iOS app on an emulator and Android app on a simulator. It's just a device clone. That's it.
Okay, sir.
So that you need not to be
Sir, is there any specific roadmap to learn Flutter?
first. Just getting started is the roadmap. That's it. You just need to practice.
Yes, sir.
See, there is no such thing like that roadmap. Okay, I'm working on a Flutter from last 5 years, but still few things I'm learning. With every new version, they are come up with the new ideas, new what we can say component over there. So that I need to learn. So it's
Yes,
never
sir.
ending. It's never ending process. Anyone? Pratham, what is your exact question? What is the scope in development in Flutter?
Hello, sir.
What is
Can you
your
hear me?
question?
Yes, sir. I'm doing cybersecurity. Which programming language should I learn?
Sorry?
Yes, sir. I say I'm doing cybersecurity. Which programming language should I learn to become an expert?
But you are not properly audible.
Am I audible? Can you hear me?
There is a background disturbance at your end.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm doing cybersecurity. Which programming language should I learn as cybersecurity student?
For the security one.
I would.
I guess he's asking about cybersecurity. So, yes, Nathan, I suggest you that this session is about Flutter. This is not regarding cybersecurity, but yeah, if you want to know more about which programming languages, please join our WhatsApp group.
Sir,
Yes, yeah.
sir, what is the syllabus to learn Flutter?
Again, there is no syllabus. You will have a Flutter documentation. Okay. With Flutter documentation, it's a bit for the advanced one. But still, if you go to the documentation, you will have a list of items in a Flutter.
Sir,
Mhm.
I have some little bit knowledge of dot programming language from scratch.
Uh-huh.
After that, I have created some example programs such as rows, column, buttons, navigation bar. These types of I have learned from scratch. Is it okay, sir?
Yes. Now, next step is you need to start with the any application as a clone, like YouTube or other, and then start implementing that. Or you can go to the Dribble or other any UI website. You will and see that screen and try to implement that.
But in my Flutter emulator, I have some errors, sir. I got
Okay.
so many errors if I give correct code also.
Okay.
If I give proper code also, they shows error.
Mhm. You just need to learn, again deep, so that you can understand those error also.
Okay, sir. How many percentage of dot skill required, sir? Because I have minimum knowledge in dot programming language.
That is required because Flutter is nothing but the Dart SDK, built in a Dart SDK.
Sir, what are the topics should be learned in dot before learning Flutter?
Sorry?
What are the concepts should learn in dot programming language before learn Flutter?
See, if you think about the Dart only, it's the similar one to the other languages like C, Java. Okay, so everything over there you should learn in a Dart also, like for loop, if else statement, functions, then data structure. So all that you need to learn in a Java, in a Dart also. And same code. I'll not saying anything. The same code will work for the our Flutter as well.
Okay.
Flutter just having the widget concept, everything is a Dart over there.
So database, sir. everyone is telling that Firebase is best for Flutter. Is it true?
See, both technology backed with the Google, and they have their own strategy. They provide the best possible compatibility with their own technology. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so Flutter is a separate technology. Firebase is a separate technology. Firebase is not a something only used for the Flutter.
Okay, sir.
Firebase is a huge one, huge applications Firebase having.
Yes, sir. I have.
So do you need to learn about native Android or native iOS as a Flutter developer?
It will be add on in your portfolio or in your let's say learning curve. That will be best thing if you go with that. Alone Flutter is also good, but if you do that one also, it will be super helpful.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have planned that after Flutter, I will get into iOS development also.
Great plan, no issue.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
But this is the best practice. Like first learn Flutter, then go for the iOS. Okay, because with the Flutter you will be the both developer, Android and iOS. You will have an add-on of iOS that will be add good in your career. Yeah, Sham.
Why did Flutter is not support for web?
It's not a fully stable for the web. That's it. I tried for the web also, but I'm not that much confident. And second thing,
Flutter is good for TV OS such as Android TV, Apple TV. These types of applications will be support.
Yes, it's support, but I have not tried, so I cannot comment major on that.
Okay, sir.
Because those also having what we can say, they are small ecosystem for the both Android TV and iOS TV also.
Sir, what database and tools are used for creating applications, which is for both front end and back end?
It's depend. There are variety of options available. So as a Flutter developer, I don't go in deep in that as well. So from if you ask me, so I work with the variety of people like who are having a Spring Boot as a backend engine and MySQL as a database. Some people are having a MS Access as a database, that MS SQL as a database, and API in a .NET. Some people are having a Node.js and MongoDB. So anything is okay.
I was too interested to learn Flutter, but I was strong only in front end, but I was weak in back end. What should I do, sir?
Front end, I love front end. So in last 10 years, I'm just only working on the Flutter, only working on a front end. So it's need to be, even I don't believe on that concept as a full stack developer. You will have a half knowledge of backend and half knowledge of front end. It's better if you have 100% in a single, what we can say, platform, and both having a equal value. Don't consider this as a backend having a major value.
Sir, which database is good for Flutter? Which database?
For the local one, you can use a SQL Flight also.
Okay, sir. Recently, I watched YouTube such as they are using Hive database and Objectbox. The new databases are available for Flutter, so only, sir.
Yes, they are just new. They are having a new plugin over there, but at the end, so many people use SQL Flight because which one is a stable one.
Sir, is Flutter is easy to learn?
Yes, we can say.
Okay,
but hard to master. You need to practice that much.
One doubt, sir. Can a person who is weak in programming language can learn Flutter?
Sorry, the person who are having?
Who is weak in programming language but are interested to learn Flutter. Is it possible, sir?
Actually, this is a contrast question because Flutter is also a programming language.
Yes, sir.
So if you are weak in a programming, that means you are weak in a Flutter.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm still available in that WhatsApp chat group. If you still have any question, you can have a discussion over there.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, can you define a framework?
Sorry?
So what is a framework?
Framework, we can say a set of libraries. Simply, in single line, it's a set of libraries, and we can inherit that libraries directly.
Okay, sir. Is Flutter a framework?
Yes, Flutter is a SDK and framework, both we can say.
Oh.
Okay, Madhusudan, over to you. If you have any instruction, you can continue that. I
Yes,
can
sir.
see it's available on chat group. If you have any question, I'll be available there.
Yeah. So yes, guys. Any other questions, like any queries, etc. Guys, any questions? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hi, yes, guys. Guys, if you have any questions, please raise your hands or just paste it here. Okay, thank you for confirmation. So yes, guys, this was our Flutter workshop. So if you have anything else to add, you can always connect with us on our WhatsApp group. I have pasted the links in the chat box, as well as I have pasted the same on the YouTube live link. So if you have any questions or if you have anything else to add, please connect us with over there. And for this session, I will be sharing the feedback form link. So please give your feedback there. And I saw that some people were talking about Flutter training, Flutter workshop, and Flutter roadmaps. So yes, guys, we at Konsola Infotech are coming with a Flutter internship program. So we hope that you will find that program beneficial for you. I will post all these details on our WhatsApp group, like the training contents, the brochure, etc. You can connect us with our connect us on our WhatsApp group, and we'll post it there. If you have anything to ask, anything to add other than this Flutter, you can always post in the same group. Anything else, guys? Okay, guys. Thank you for this wonderful audience. Yeah, someone has raised the question regarding certificates. So yes, Aman will be providing certificates in at most 3 days. So be patient. We will send you all the participants the certificates of participation. But there is a condition for the certificates that you have to fill the feedback form, and I have pasted the link for the feedback form in the chat. So please give your feedback, honest feedback, and yeah, I will surely send you the certificates. At most 3 days. Yes, guys. Anything to add? Yes. So there is query regarding that I was not audible. So I will re-announce that once. Guys, we have our WhatsApp group created, and I have pasted the chat link. I'm pasting it right now once again. So just join the group for further details, like for our upcoming trainings regarding Flutter or regarding cybersecurity or any other modules, any other trainings. So just join that WhatsApp group, and we will surely tell you about our future plans there. And for this training or for this workshop, so I have pasted the feedback form link. So just give your feedbacks there. Is it clear, guys? Guys, is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being such an wonderful audience. Yeah, and thank you to Prashant sir for their sharing their valuable knowledge. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We conclude the session. You can leave the meeting.
How will you receive the certificate for this session, sir?
You have to fill the feedback form, and we will process the certificates as soon as
This was
possible.
cyber security, sir.
Sorry?
This is for cyber security, sir, which has sent the form.
No, it's for Flutter training. I guess there might be some changes in title. It is the same form.
No, sir. It shows wrong. Can I share the screen?
Just a minute. I'll fix it. The form is same. Title is different. You have the correct link. Yeah, you have the correct link. Just the title is different. I will fix it soon.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for noticing.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.